prefer bus or train?
Oh, definitely train.
Yeah.
I don't get motion sick on buses, but more than on trains.
I will get more motion sick on a bus, especially if we have to sit top back.
Do you easily get motion sick?
Yeah, please don't wiggle too much on the sofa. It will upset me.
I feel like that checks out for you. I can see you becoming like motion sick.
Oh, we'll come on to some things you've assumed about me.
No.
No, I won't say all of the slurs that you've used. No.
Oh my days.
That's a joke. He wasn't. He's a lovely young man.
I would never do that.
He wasn't. He really wasn't. Are we ready?
We're recording.
Oh,
great.
right. Okay, we've already started.
Hello.
But sometimes the chemistry is just there.
Yeah.
And we don't need to just sort of like, get in it. Like, it just happens.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very slick. I'll do a proper introduction.
Okay.
But just remember how we feel in this moment right now.
Yeah.
And then we'll just come right back to it.
Nice.
And we're going to have a big old slurp of some milk.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of I've Had a Rosé. Let's talk about feelings, the show where me and a wonderful guest enjoy a beverage of their choice and talk about something that they're passionate about. Before I introduce today's guest, even though he's already sort of part of the episode already, I'd like to say thank you to all of our Rosé sluts. Those are our Patreons, and they pay a little money and they help support the show. I really thought you were looking around to see if there was something on my face there for a second.
No.
It was very intense. You were sort of like...
it's the motion sickness kicking in. I'm just like readjusting my seat.
Yeah. If you'd like to become a Rosé slut, then you can sign up at the link down below. You'll never guess who this week's guest is. It's Thor Stenhaug.
Hello.
Now, am I saying your last name correctly?
Yeah. You are perfect. And I can tell that you've been to Norway. With that pronunciation.
Yes, and I was escorted by several Norwegians.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've been to Norway together. It was a lovely old trip.
It was a great trip, I
I
thought.
had a lovely time. The only sad thing was we didn't do a sauna.
No, weren't we meant to do like a karaoke sauna
A sort of
or something?
karaoke sauna that was behind the place we were performing.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal made about the sauna, and that's what we're going to do on the last night, and then we just didn't.
I feel like there was something else. There was something else happening in the sauna. That sounds like there was like an orgy or something. Yeah, apparently someone walked in and be like, "We can't go into the sauna."
Can't, no, not. I mean,
you were like, "Come on, come on." I love the sauna.
And we don't need swimwear, right?
Yeah. I've got packed my condoms. In we go to the sauna.
Condoms.
Condoms, yeah.
What is this? 2016? I don't know what that means.
Not that long
I think
ago.
that's probably the last time I used one. What?
Your husband listens.
No, he doesn't. No, he does
When
not.
did you meet your husband?
2016.
Oh, it was 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
David.
Correct.
Can I say his name?
Yeah, that's not like doxing him or anything.
But some people are like, no, don't say the real name.
No, do you know what? Husband, you can say their name. If I ever have kids, I probably wouldn't ever let them near social media.
Yeah.
Or like anyone to say anything about them.
Yeah. I think like you wouldn't put them on your social media is what you mean.
No.
Do you know what I think is annoying? When people like put their kids on social media, but then they put like an emoji. I'm like, what's the point? Who's enjoying this picture?
Depends on the emoji.
What is a good emoji?
The flamenco lady.
Okay. And so you think that's better than to just not have that picture? I just don't understand. Like, it's like you're posting a picture of your kid, but then we can't see your kid.
With the way things are today, and knowing that anything that you put on the internet in any way could probably be fed into some like AI or large language model.
I get that. I'm just like, don't post the picture.
No, I don't think I just don't think I would. You know, Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter got really mad at her because Gwyneth Paltrow posted loads of pictures of... Is her name Apple? It is Apple, isn't it? Posted loads of I know.
I would be more angry about the name than the
name
pictures.
Apple.
Yeah.
Apple Paltrow.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
She's so unwell.
Yeah, that is not good. That you can't. I mean, I know I'm not the one to talk. My name is Thor, but still, I think I'm not going to sit there and be like, Apple, that's a stupid, silly name. Your name is Apple. Me? Oh, my name is Thor Odin, which is too many gods.
Yes, but I feel like given where you come from, it's like makes slightly more sense.
It makes a little bit more sense. Thor makes more sense. Thor Odin is too much. So Odin is Thor's dad.
Yeah. You don't have to tell me about Norse
sorry.
mythology.
Oh yeah, sorry. I bet you read about that all the time.
yes, I do. But is Thor, and which name is more common, Thor or Odin?
They're both fairly common. Like they're not very common. Like when I grew up, maybe there was like one guy I met called Thor. But like
Right.
it's more like I think Thor used to be like more popular like back in the day. Not like Viking ages, but like maybe like 100 years ago or something.
Oh, okay.
But it's the combination of them that's the problem, because it's very much like a Jesus God situation going on.
A lovely name for a boy.
Jesus God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Hello, Jesus Christ. Like, it's, very interesting a Spanish kid being called Jesus, but like if they
Yeah.
were called Jesus Christ, they'd be like, oof,
Jesus Christo.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Actually has a ring
that
to
was the
it.
problem. I remember I was like really like ashamed of it when I was a kid.
Were you?
I remember going up to the teachers when I started a new school, and I remember being like, but they had to do like the register at the start of the class, and I'd be like, can you please not say Odin? Because in Norway, you would always use your middle names.
Would you?
Yeah. So like, for instance, like my uncle is called Thor Eric. No
Okay.
one would ever call him Thor.
Right.
If someone said, hey, have you seen Thor? I wouldn't even think that they were talking about him.
Wait, you default to the middle name?
No, you always use both names.
Oh, right,
So if you have a
okay.
middle name, it's like, yeah, so you use both names. It's not like in the UK where like every girl is called Elizabeth, but no one knows about it.
Every girl in the UK is called Elizabeth.
When I moved to the UK, I
Claire,
remember-
aren't you called Elizabeth?
No, is it actually? Sorry, that would have been so cool. I'm very gullible.
It's what we call in the biz a little joke there, because
Yeah.
her name's Claire.
No, I meant your middle name.
It's not Elizabeth.
Have you got a middle name?
Yeah.
Margaret?
No.
Did you
Actually,
say Margaret or Margaret?
I actually, when I was saying the name, realized that I don't know whether it's a TH at the end or a T. So I went Margaret.
It's your child. You can name them what you like.
Is it Margaret? Margaret.
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 Yeah.
Oh, there's no TH at the end.
I've never heard of a Margaret.
Yeah, but
No.
I don't know. What is this a roast battle? I didn't realize what I signed up for here. I thought this was to have a lovely time. Been taken down. No, thank you so much for having me on.
Hey, thanks so much for doing it. I'm glad we finally got you in here. You're here on tour.
I'm on tour with my show One Night Stand Baby.
Yeah.
One Night Stand Baby is what it's called.
No, yeah.
That sounded like a different
It's
type
a
of
good
show.
name and also fun to say,
It
which
is
is the
fun.
key to every good show title. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm on tour with that, which is really fun.
Love that.
So I'm doing it all over the UK, and then I'm going to Australia.
Hello.
Hello, or as they say down there, hello. And then I'm doing it again in London after that, and then I'm filming it in I'm still gonna do it for so long. It's a bit ridiculous, but
Honestly, just milk it for all it's worth.
well, that's very much what my agents think. But also, I'm proud of the show and I'm enjoying doing it. So
Oh, well, yeah. You wouldn't be touring around a turd, would you?
no, but I think a lot of comedians would. Just to make money.
Care to name any names?
No, I have never thought that, but I think in principle people would to make money on the tour. Have you thought that?
I've thought about.
Yeah.
No one who's been on the show. No one who's been on the show.
Have you ever had a show that you were really not proud of?
There's not. I mean, of my own solo shows.
Yeah. How many have you done? 3?
4.
4 now.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Sorry, the pinky didn't want to come up there. It's 4.
You literally on 4 and you showed 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were just gaslighting me.
I can spell Margaret, but I can't count.
Yeah.
I don't have a show that I'm not proud of, but I do have a show that I like the least.
Okay. Do you want to say which one it was?
I don't think it's for a bad reason. I'm not in love with my first show, but that's because it's my first show.
Yeah.
And
Rather that than the other way around.
well, exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't want it to be a casual decline.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense that would be my least favorite show. But also, that was my first time doing like a full run at the Fringe, and that's like quite stressful. So I associate a lot of stressful thoughts with that first show.
Yeah, I
even
get
though
that.
even though if I like it.
Yeah.
But this show that you're touring now, that's your first show.
That's my first
That's
show.
your first show.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
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 Yeah, I'm proud of it, to be fair. Like,
Good.
I'm obviously not saying, like, I also hope that it will be my least best
Least
show.
good.
Least good show.
Least good,
Terrible.
yeah.
But I am proud of it. Obviously, like, for me, this was like, I always knew that my first show was kind of gonna, so the show is about my parents, I had a one night stand.
Yes.
And they have never been together, but they raised me together. So
Lovely.
they had a one night stand. They lived on opposite sides of Norway.
Yeah.
And then they got pregnant and decided to move to this little town where they both lived so that I would have a relationship to both of them.
That's nice.
So it's a nice story.
very healthy co-parenting.
Very healthy co-parenting. Very
Yeah.
good people, my parents.
And because you're one of few Norwegian people I know, I now think all Norwegian people are wonderful parents.
Well, that is the thing that I've realized, that when you're from a small country, there's not a clear enough stereotype that, like, whatever you do, people just think that is, like, I was, so I went on a date with this Swedish girl a couple of
Hello.
weeks ago, and we had such a good time, and
I
it was
keep
lovely.
saying hello, don't
Hello,
I?
yeah.
Every time you introduce a new country, I go, hello.
Is this like a catchphrase on the pod? Hello.
Yeah. 10 years in comedy, I finally come up with a catchphrase. Hello.
Hello. Is that what you did, like, your first show? It was just like you saying hello for an hour.
It's just that for an hour, yeah.
My name is Sam. Hello.
Hello.
It's my first ever show.
Where are you from? Hello.
Oh, hello. Germany, is it? Hello.
Very international.
Yeah, very. Hello and hello. Look at me. Oh, how many languages does he speak?
I mean, this is an international pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good
It
to
is.
know.
Yeah. We have listeners in Norway.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello. That's how you would say it in Norwegian. What was I going to say though? Oh yeah, so I mean, I don't know why I've gone into this now, but I just thought it was funny because I went on this date with this Swedish girl, had such a good time, whatever, really loved the day. But then she's so slow at replying to messages, and then my flatmate said, I was like, maybe she's not that keen, and then my flatmate said, oh, maybe she's just Swedish. And I was like, I don't think that is like a thing that Swedish people are known for being slow at replying.
So they thought the Swedes were just sort of like not very good at communication.
I just think because she is slow at replying, my flatmates who are from the UK, this was actually my flatmate who's from Glasgow. So, yeah. So, hello. Catholic, hello. Hello. We're doing they can't see. What is this called when you do the cross? Whether you signage the
That's
cross?
the Macarena.
Yeah. Hey, Macarena. That's funny. But I just realized that, like, they were like, yeah, maybe she's just Swedish. But I was like, no, that's like not what they're known for. That's not a thing.
Someone used to have a bit where they would just shout out a random country and then the audience had to say what they thought the stereotype about that country was. And it was always just like, oh, I've never heard that before. Like, what do you think the stereotype is about people from Hungary?
I don't know. They're hungry.
Well,
that's
there you
all I
go.
can think.
Very
That's
good.
all I can think.
Very good, actually. But
Yeah.
yeah, people would just say random stuff, just like, oh, they are bad drivers or stuff like that.
I actually think people in the UK, for a lot of European countries, when they will stereotype people in Europe, they will say like, oh, they're a bit stoic and a bit like. But I think a lot of that is because English isn't their native language.
Right.
So like when I hang out with my friends in Norway, we're like just like chatting, laughing. They're like making fun of stuff, whatever. They come and visit me in the UK and they meet my UK friends and they're always like, hello. Yes, my
they
name
know
is
my work.
Robert. Nice to meet. And they're just like, they look like idiots. Like my friends do. And I'm like, oh, I look like an idiot if I'm telling everyone here that these are my best friends in Norway. And they look like, it's like I'm hanging out with these people who can't even communicate.
It's difficult to mix two friend groups, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's not necessarily a country thing.
No, maybe not. Have you, so you're obviously from Cornwall.
I am obviously from Cornwall. Yes.
Well, we had a whole, do you know why I know that?
Remind me.
It was-
I have a thing to say about the Norway trip, but it's not this.
Well, maybe it is this. When we were in Norway and we were going to go Swimming?
Okay, yes, no, it is this. Apparently, I give off a vibe that I am not someone who would know how to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
You can't ride a bike.
I can swim very
you
well.
can't ride a bike?
Yeah, but I can sail a kayak.
Oh, great.
Anything with water, I'm fine.
I love that when you go on Google Maps and it says, how long's the walk? How long's the cycle? How long
long's
is
the
it by
kayak?
kayak?
Yeah, it's a special option. You have to turn it on in settings.
Yeah.
Yes, I can swim.
But I didn't say that you couldn't swim. I just
you just
said,
didn't imagine that I could swim.
I not that you were a strong swimmer. And it was because in Norway we have a very strong swimming culture. Like we love going swimming in the fjords, and we were gonna go swimming in the fjord, and we were all really up for it. And I kind of secretly, well, not so secretly, but at the start it was a secret. Thought to myself, "Oh, Sam's probably not gonna want to join that." And then they were also excited about us doing it, and I was kind of checking in with Sam, being like, "Are you okay?" You know, like, if you don't want to go swimming, you can probably like go into the sauna or whatever.
I love that this is your version of events. I was already swimming by the time you arrived. You got there late, so I was already. I swam onto the little pontoon thing and jumped off the ladder.
That is true.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was surprised that you were that comfortable in water.
I'm very aware that you were surprised.
Yeah. I said to Sam, I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that you'd been good at swimming," and you took such offense by that.
No one's ever said it before. I've never thought to ask, hey, do you reckon I could swim?
I don't know what it is. Like, obviously, like we haven't known each other that well, but we've known each other for like quite a few years now.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've never seen you in water, but I
know that. To be fair, yes, we've never taken a bath together.
we've never taken a bath together. Why would I think that you were a good swimmer?
I think it might be something that I might start doing every time I'm gigging with people. I'll just casually think to myself, wonder if they'd need floaties. I wonder if they could swim.
Well, but the thing is, though, I can kind of imagine you being like, "Oh no, cold water," and like that. Yeah, but then when we got there, and I was so surprised of like, you were flying out there. You were jumping in. You were splashing. You were like seeing how long you could hold your breath for. Like it was like
and then I got in the water.
And then you got in the water.
Oh, it's good to laugh.
That is good. That's a good joke.
Yeah. I mean, I don't take it that personally.
Well,
There's
you
probably
clearly
worse
do.
things that people could assume about
This
me.
is almost 2 years ago, and every time I see you, this will come up at some point.
I think it was last year.
No. Well, it was not last summer. It was the summer before.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right, actually.
I am right.
All right.
Actually.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, fair enough. No, that's fine. But now I've proved to you that I can swim.
Yeah, and I was
Very
blown away.
accomplished. Thank you. Honestly, thank you so much.
It was a joy to swim with you, and I hope you will swim again.
It's just one of those things where, like, if you were like, hey, should we meet up, like, outside of a gig, just get to know each other properly? Yeah. Should we go to a Lido? Should we go for a swim? It's just not a thing that you'd expect to do, but it was sort of like we'd all gone away to, like, Butlins or something.
Yeah, well, that's a nice way of describing the country of my origin.
I just mean, like, it was only Oslo that we went to.
Yeah. That's true. But like I said, like in Norway, like I think people always think that Norway it's so cold, but like because of the Gulf Stream. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if that's something people have heard
I've heard of the Gulf Stream, yes.
I haven't heard of a bike, so I don't know.
No, I've heard of a bike.
You told me you've never heard of a bike.
If I saw a bike out in the, I wouldn't go like, oh my God, why does that car only have 2 wheels?
Yeah. Is that a horse? No, but what I was going to say is that people always think that it's so cold, but because of the Gulf Stream, it's actually a little bit, I mean, it's not warm, but it's warmer than people think. And because of that, we have a strong swimming culture in Norway, not necessarily in that you're doing laps and like exercising.
Yeah.
We call it bathing. It's like what we say, which is different. Like it just means that you're like jumping in, you're splashing around. Then he
Having
goes
a
swimming. Hello. I want to start saying that now.
Yeah, that can be our,
Very
our new
cool.
thing.
But it was great. And now are we going to reference like what we're drinking?
Yes, no, that is usually the format of the show. You've chosen milk.
I've chosen milk.
Just milk?
Yeah,
Just milk?
just milk. That sounds like the branding of.
That is it. Oh, no, that's Got Milk, isn't it?
Oh,
and they
maybe.
used to get celebrities to do photos where they've got like a big milk
I
mustache.
hate milk mustaches. Mustaches.
Do
Am I saying it?
mustaches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's a bit like. Ugh.
Would you like me to face the other way when I have a sip of milk?
No, it's not that bad.
Okay.
I don't know. It was only when I moved to the UK that I realized that people here aren't okay with you just having a glass of milk.
I used to drink milk all the time as a child.
Yeah, well, that's the thing when it's a
Yeah.
child. I remember, so I moved to the UK, I moved to Liverpool, and we were all in the pub. Which, yeah. And then I wasn't drinking, so I was like, I'll have a glass of milk. And I remember it came up on the till, kids' milk. it
Kids'
said.
milk. Did it come in like a little bottle that had like a cow print on it?
No.
Oh. Did
Well-
they give you a pint of milk?
No, it was a half pint.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Why, were you driving?
yeah. Got to be careful.
But so is that a you thing? Is that a Norwegian thing?
That
to
is
just
that is a Norwegian thing.
have a recreational glass of milk? Because I guess the equivalent, if you're not drinking in a pub, you'd have an orange juice, a lemonade,
Yeah,
something like that.
But lemonade, I feel is very British. I've never been to Norway and someone's been like, let's have lemonade.
Okay.
Like that's not a thing. But no, you wouldn't do it in the pub, sort of thing. But like, yeah, it's like a Norwegian thing for like breakfast, for a supper.
Right.
You would just have like milk. I also feel like we grow up and it would always be like in the adverts it would be like athletes, like Norwegian athletes, like who does like the cross country skiing and stuff. And it's like how milk very much helps them being
strong bones.
yeah. Well, exactly, right?
Yeah.
And now I never drink milk anymore because I've lived in the UK for too long.
And
People judge me.
would you not just like sneak a glass of milk in private?
Yeah, like I'm like an alcoholic.
Yeah,
Like,
a little,
my
like a little.
flatmates walk into my room and I'm just like sipping milk and they're
Just have like a little hip flask that's just full of.
yeah,
just full
you
of
can
milk.
see it. That would be good.
Yeah.
The problem with milk now is that it's not good for your voice
No,
to drink milk.
no, dairy's not good for the voice,
So you got to be careful.
and that's a shame because you love to pound a yogurt as well.
No, I don't.
Just trying to start rumors about you now.
great. I mean, it's decent though, yogurt.
Is Norway not big on yogurt as well?
We're big on anything dairy. We're big on.
Yeah, cheese.
Big on cheese. Brown cheese.
I had brown cheese.
Did you like it?
I did actually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not bad, is it?
It was in like a sweetish roll.
And you had the ice cream.
I did have ice cream.
Sorry, I'm aware that you have ice cream in the UK. I'm not like
No, but to be fair, like it was a good ice cream.
So it's like a
Mr. Whippy.
yeah, but it's much better.
Because they roll it in like, is it cocoa or sort
Yeah.
of like chocolatey little
Yeah, sort of
dust
cocoa
kind of
powder.
stuff. Yeah.
But also the ice cream is much more like it's much thicker.
Yeah,
It's much more dense.
very dense. Yeah, if you get a bad Mr. Whippy, that's like a lot of ice. Heavy on the ice, lesser on the cream. Whereas Norway, they're big on the cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like when I have a Mr. Whippy, there's hardly any whippy. It's just like
And it's just Mr.
it's just Mr. down there. I'm like, hello. Hello. I don't know what's
Hello.
No, it's just happening. But yeah, but it was good, wasn't it? I hope
Yeah,
you
I had a lovely
enjoyed.
time.
I felt like because it was you
Yeah.
from the UK and then Dam and Bamra.
Yeah.
That was it, wasn't it? And we were kind of
And then of the Norwegian
Of the
contingent,
Norwegians,
it was
it was-
Pernilla.
Pernilla and Hani.
Honey.
And then me. It was a great gang.
Lovely
But we
gang.
obviously wanted to show you guys Oslo. And I actually do think, that this whole podcast is going to be about Oslo, but Oslo in the summer is amazing.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's so
Lovely.
warm. You can go swimming. My friend Luca came as well.
Yes.
He works for Off the Curb.
Yeah, very nice.
Um,
Went to the Munch Museum.
yeah, I've actually still haven't been there.
Have you not?
No.
I didn't know there were 3 different versions of the screen painting.
Skrik, yeah, or Scream, yeah.
Screek
So that's the original title.
from Saved by the Bell. They love that show over there.
Yeah. Especially Edward Munch, you love that in the, when was that painted? Maybe 1800s?
Yeah.
It's 1800s.
No, what I did was I too enthusiastically agreed with whatever you said.
Oh, really? Yeah, but like, yeah.
This is the manosphere.
Well, do you know what I love when people in the UK, they say stuff like, oh, it was they say this to people, like to Europeans, they say like, oh, it was the Victorian time. As if we are all describing periods of time based on what queen or king was in the UK. That is the thing people do a lot. They're like, oh, at the Elizabeth time.
The Norwegians don't have an Elizabethan period?
No. When I don't even know when that was. 1500s?
Well, it was when all the women were called Elizabeth.
Yeah, it's now.
Yeah.
Give me a cheer if you're called Elizabeth. Everyone's cheering. Damn it, again. That's just what I'm doing on tour.
Should we actually have a sip of milk?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers. We weren't sure what type of milk to get you, so it's just a breast milk. Thank you again, Claire.
That's funny. What milk is it? I'm trying to...
Why? I didn't tell a joke.
Is it semi-skimmed?
I actually don't know. Whole?
Is it whole?
Whole.
I love whole.
With a capital W.
We've never had a guest make intense eye contact with me and say I love whole before.
I love whole. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, that's why.
Would you like that to start being a thing? It's time for the whole section.
When I was a kid, I used to be so skinny that like the doctors said, no, but there's a point to this.
Right.
The doctors told me or told my parents that I had to drink whole milk so that
For the extra bit of calories.
Yeah. And my grandma will still only let me drink whole milk.
Well, yeah.
20 years later.
Well, how old are you?
31.
Well, you're still a growing boy.
Yeah, but
You're going to shoot right up.
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
the best is yet to come.
Yes. You haven't peaked yet.
No. How tall are you?
6'1".
Oh, really?
Yes, it would make me such a good swimmer.
Yeah, the limbs on that lad.
I say 6'1", right? I'm 184 centimeters.
I'm 184, which means you're not 6'1".
We're
but
6 and a bit.
I know, and the
but then you
problem
feel
is,
silly for saying no. I'm not just 6 foot. I'm slightly taller, but I'm not 6'1".
my problem with saying so on my dating profile, it does say 6'1".
Right.
And the problem is that because we are 6 foot, but if I put 6 foot, everyone thinks that I'm lying.
Yes, you've just rounded up to a foot.
So now I'm just lying about a different height.
Yeah. But you put on a chunky wedge or something. Like, was the wedgeness on your shoe? Yeah, that will get you up to. That will add a couple centimeters.
That's definitely 6'1" with that.
You're pushing 6'2".
If I'm on stilts, I'll be like 6'5" at least.
Would you cover the stilts with like just really long trousers and feel like,
Maybe I just be like, oh yeah, I know I said 6'5", but it's just because I'm always wearing stilts.
you're always wearing stilts?
Yeah, I'm always wearing them. When's the last time you used stilts?
Oh, God, I wasn't expecting to be asked this today.
What did you use last? Condoms or stilts?
I don't want to talk about my time with the circus. I believe I last used a condom.
Yeah.
I think stilts were going back to like primary school days, but I guess we call them stilts, but they were like these things. They were essentially shoes with a bit of rope on them. They were like little wooden things, and you would like stand on top of them, hold the rope taut, and then you'd like walk around with them.
Yeah. Is it stilts? I guess kind of.
They're not like...
It's more like the original platform shoes, I would say.
Yeah, but we kept them in a bucket in the yard. Next to the Wendy houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I guess that goes. You can. I'll let you off with that.
All right. And same to you. When was the last time you used a condom or stilts?
Condoms. Last time I had sex.
Great.
Do you know what? This
Great
is
time to use it.
This is yeah. How much of us condoms? Last time I went for a swim, I forgot which one. No, but I this is like a thing when you are a product of a one night stand, baby, is that you do become really good at wearing condoms because there's a hereditary fear of what can happen
I see.
if you don't.
I was going to say, you mean like you are very sort of like strict about like, no, we're using one.
Absolutely.
Not about like putting it on.
No, I'm not that. You mean like that? I'm really good at putting it on. No,
That's what I thought you were saying.
No. I just mean good at using them.
Did you have to have the class where you had to put it on a cucumber?
Yeah. Well, I think we did banana.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, it's good to learn on either because they
Yeah.
can't put it on for themselves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And first time I had sex, she got so confused when I brought out the banana. I was like, isn't this where it's meant to go?
I don't want you to get pregnant.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. Off we go.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello. So when you drink milk now, how does it make you feel? Do you feel like a childlike wonder, like you're back in the old days of drinking milk?
A little bit. I feel like I'm in Norway, I think, drinking milk.
Do you think?
It kind of took me back to I've just been watching the Winter Olympics. And this is like the perfect drink for the Winter Olympics, I'd say.
Milk.
Anything white. I mean, like snow is white and then milk is white.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Not ethnicity. I want to make that really clear.
Well, it is the Winter Olympics.
It is the Winter Olympics.
But sorry, do you think the people at the Winter Olympics, because usually the countries that compete at the Winter Olympics, there is far less representation because it's you have to have access to a mountain to ski on.
Yeah.
Feels unfair.
Yeah, I mean, the Winter Olympics is definitely whiter than the Summer Olympics.
Yes.
I don't think you'd be an edgelord for saying that.
No. Hey, everyone who was at the Winter Olympics, God bless you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. I love the Winter Olympics.
It was a very thrilling watch. And big in Norway.
Very big.
I feel like you dominate the Winter Olympics.
Number one, baby.
Oi, oi.
Number one.
Yeah.
Of all time as well.
Of all time, like as in you've won the most medals ever.
In the Winter Olympics, yeah.
In the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
5 million people
5 million people what?
live in Norway.
Oh, I thought you were saying that's how many medals people have won.
Yeah.
Everyone in Norway has a medal.
Everyone in Norway has. You don't have a medal. No, yeah, 5 million people in Norway. That's pretty good.
That's a good number of people.
Yeah. I mean, it's 5 million people in Scotland.
Yeah, about that. 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very similar. I've always felt like Scotland and Norway has a very strong bond, not just because of the Vikings, but there's a lot of similarities. Like, I think, Scotland has always kind of been like, and I don't mean this, I mean this in a critical of England way, but it's kind of been like overshadowed a bit by England and kind of been like, not treated that nicely and stuff. And, Norway was under Denmark and then we were under Sweden. And also the nature is very similar, the landscape.
Yeah.
I always, after Edinburgh Fringe, because, when you're doing the Edinburgh Fringe, it's lovely, but you're surrounded by people so much that I always feel like I need to just be on my own for a bit after.
Yeah.
And then I always do like a little Scotland trip on my own for like a week or whatever. And I love hiking in Scotland because it's like hiking in Norway, but there are no bears or wolves.
Right. That's a plus.
It's like safer.
Where do you go hiking in Scotland?
Glencoe. I've done that. Glenfinnan, I've been to. I normally don't really plan it. It's more of a where can I stay?
You sort of leave the flat and then just end up where you end up.
It was more like I always do like at the end of the Fringe. I'm just like, oh, where can I stay, which is not too expensive. The first year I stayed in Dumbarton. Have you heard about that?
Yes, I have heard of Dumbarton.
Yeah,
yes.
but I mean, it's not like it's a touristy place.
Have you heard of Hoyk?
No.
Huh.
Hello. Hello. Where is Hoyk?
Somewhere over there.
Is it in Scotland?
Yeah, borders. Borders? Borders.
So you don't even know?
I just answered the question correctly.
No, you checked.
Claire, did you mouth anything to me there?
Tell them how it's spelled.
Hawyck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is a great name.
But there's loads that I get wrong still. What's it? It's not Milngavie. What is it? What is it? Go on.
I just want to hear you keep doing it.
Milngavie.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not though.
It is.
I know it's not. Say the right
What
one.
is it?
Alex,
Do you
how's
know?
it pronounced? Mulgai.
Mulgai.
Yeah.
But how you've lived in Scotland for a while now.
Yeah.
I feel like the excuses are
Never
running
had
out.
the pleasure of going to, what was it again? Mulgai.
Mulgai.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Towards kind of Loch Lomond way.
Yeah.
towards Loch Lomond. I've been to Loch Lomond.
Me too.
Mate,
Yeah.
did you go swimming when you were there?
I went kayaking.
Did you? This is great.
Love any chance.
Kayaking is great though.
Oh, give me an oar.
What about oh oh?
I kayaked a lot when I was a kid because in Cornwall we've got like a lot of lakes and stuff, and so you just take like a car of kayaks,
And
out
you have the
they're just, like,
ocean.
you could kayak in the ocean, but then you have to contend with all of the waves. It would be a bit trickier.
Okay.
People get swept out to sea.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's because you guys don't know how to. I don't know. We don't have to go down this road at all now. This is why I didn't think you were a good swimmer because of this attitude. Oh, the sea.
Every
oh,
gig
the
I turn up
waves.
to, I take off my life vest, I put my oar to the side.
Yeah.
Say, can I put my kayak somewhere, please? Is your... I don't think we properly established it. Is your topic Norway or is it the other thing?
Should we talk about Little Women?
Yeah, when did you discover you have a fetish for very small ladies? Well, I'm quite happy to keep talking about
when I ordered that kid's milk drink in the pub. Sorry, that was dark. I'm not in the Epstein files.
Can I tell you, I am currently on tour and I did... I'm currently on tour. Speaking of the Epstein files, I'm currently on tour.
Yeah.
I went down to Falmouth in Cornwall to do like my first ever tour show there, and that was quite fun.
Great.
But I was talking to a guy in the front row, and he said that he was like a cryptocurrency trader, like an investor guy, and he sounded like he had a lot of money. And I said, "What do you do for like fun? What are your hobbies?" And he's like, "I like to pilot." And I said, "What kind of pilot?" And he was just like, "Helicopters." And I was like, "Do you own a helicopter? Do you own a helipad?" And he said, "I wouldn't call it a helipad." And I was like, "What would you call it?" And he's like, "It's more like a heliport. There's more than one." And I was like, "What?" And because he's got lots of money and he's moved somewhere where lots of people with lots of money go, I just said, "By any chance, has your name appeared in a particular set of files that's become public recently?" And he said, "No, but like everybody, I searched it to see if I knew anyone in there, and 10 of my friends are in it."
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my day. Well, he must have been really rich.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
at that point think, oh, we should have done like a different price for the tickets? If people are owning like helicopters and stuff, I'd be like, oh, 15 was not
I'd
enough.
have changed the currency to Bitcoin.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
Bitcoin per seat.
Yeah, when he's like trying to buy a ticket on the door and it's like, is it 15 quid? Oh no, it's 15 Bitcoin.
Yeah, we could have told him any price and he'd have believed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying. You know, when you ask those really famous people who have a lot of money, the go-to question is they always ask them, how much is a pint of milk? To show
They do. They ask that to politicians.
They
yeah.
just see like how out of touch they are.
Yeah.
How much is a pint of milk?
What kind of milk?
Whole milk. Whole.
Hello.
Hello.
1 pint. I genuinely couldn't tell you because we buy like the 2-litre thingy. I don't know how many pints is.
Well, how much is that?
Like 130 something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh.
That's not a trick question.
Well, you're the one who fucking loves milk.
But do you like Little Women? Have you seen the film or read the book?
I like women of any size.
Yeah.
I have genuinely never read the book.
Have you seen the film?
No.
But maybe we shouldn't talk about that then. That's a terrible topic.
But like, is it your favourite book? Is it your favourite film?
I have not read the book.
Well, then what are we doing?
I've seen the film. I
Okay.
rewatched the film recently.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Have you
Okay.
seen it?
All
My
right.
man, it's good, isn't it? But I rewatched it the other day and I realized this is one of my favorite films. And so there's two, well, there's a few versions of it, but this is the one with Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
And Florence Pugh, Timmy Chalamet.
Timmy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet.
Timothée Chalamet. No, I'm trying to do that Adam Sandler thing I can do. Hello. And then there's an old one with Winona Ryder. Am I saying that right?
Winona Ryder.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, from in Stranger Things.
Yeah. It's very good. But have you seen Scrubs?
I have seen Scrubs.
Scrubs is out. It's back.
Oh, I know, yeah.
I watched it just before I got here.
What does that have to do with Little Women?
No, I just thought because you haven't seen Little Women, we could talk about Scrubs instead because you've seen
We
it.
can just carry on talking about Norway.
Yeah, okay. Well, when I grew up in Norway, I used to watch Scrubs.
Right. Oh, no, I was going to ask this though, because if you're talking about TV shows and films, is the default, do they dub all of the shows for Norway, or do you just get the English one and then maybe Norwegian subtitles?
Yeah, English one with Norwegian subtitles. When I was a kid, there used to be a trend that like Pixar movies and stuff will be dubbed because it's animation.
Yes.
But when I was a kid, I remember the first 2 or 3 Harry Potter films were dubbed. But you couldn't watch them dubbed in the cinema. So
Right.
you had to wait for the like DVD to come out and then you could watch it in Norwegian. But no, it's we're very much like a subtitle sort of country.
Right.
But
okay.
now it's actually quite exciting for Norway because we have this movie in the theatres at the moment called
A movie in the theatres?
It's called Sentimental Value.
Uh-huh, yeah, heard of it.
You should watch it. It's set in Oslo.
Okay.
Your second home. Yeah.
Yes. I'll look around and go like, I had ice cream there.
Oh yeah. And what's so exciting is that so there's a thing when you're from like a small country, when anything sort of good happens, you
Yeah.
become so proud of it that you feel like this sort of like ownership over it.
Yeah.
So I went to the cinema on Friday last week to watch Sentimental Value.
Yeah.
And we're in the cinema and everyone's like laughing, having a great time. And this is like a film that's been nominated for 9 Oscars. It never happened. And I look around and people are laughing, having a great time. And all I can think is, I bet they don't even know that I'm Norwegian.
Oh.
I'm just sitting there thinking like, if I told them I was Norwegian, they would all freak out, you know?
Yeah.
But because I feel like there's like such like a thing when you just like, I don't know. I guess it is an ownership thing. I'm so proud, even though I always have nothing to do with that movie whatsoever.
You don't know that? You may have inspired the film in some way.
Well, it's about a absent father
And what is your show about? Your parents?
not being an absent father or mother.
Yeah, so you're highlighting how important it is for fathers to stick around.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going
No,
with this.
I don't
think
know
it had
either.
anything to do with the film.
But that's quite cool. So that I feel like Norway's kind of peaking at the moment.
Yeah, well, you've just had the Winter Olympics. You've
Bad
got
day.
this film.
We got this film, 9 Oscar nominations.
Yeah.
And Norway's qualified for the World Cup for the first time in like 28 years.
Really?
I'm on tour.
You're on tour.
Hello.
God, that's 4 things now.
There's probably more things as well.
Who's like Norway's sort of biggest celebrity?
Erling Haaland, the footballer. Have you heard about him?
No.
No.
That is an assumption you made about me that is 100% correct. Yeah.
Oh, if only he was swimming when we were swimming, right? I would say he's the biggest one. Someone who's not like an athlete is actually much harder to find like a Norwegian Morten Harket from Aha, Take On Me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Maybe, or genuinely this girl who's in Sentimental Value, who was also in Worst Person in the World. She's kind of becoming famous now. But isn't that kind of sad? Like, there's actually no one I can say that you know about because you don't like sport.
Well, I'm always curious to find out with people from other countries if they have the equivalent of sort of like our sort of stock of British celebs. Because, like, for example, is there a Norwegian equivalent of Alison Hammond?
Oh, yeah. As in, we would have them in Norway.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't be like known internationally.
Well,
and
that's
stuff like
fine.
That. So did you say Sophie Hagen was on?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
And they
yeah.
talked about Denmark?
They did.
Don't
Not
like-
a fan?
No, I do like Denmark.
Okay, fair enough.
There's just a fun rivalry there. But Denmark has always been like, oh, we're better than Norway and Sweden.
I remember when we went to Norway for that stand-up show, we got given like a big sort of dossier to help. Well, maybe you didn't get it.
What is a dossier?
Like, like a couple pages of
Oh,
information
yeah.
about like what Norwegian audiences would be like.
Yeah.
And I do remember reading something about the relationship between Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Finland.
Not Finland.
Not Finland, they're
They're not
else.
in Scandinavia.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
They're in
Nordic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Nordics are...
So Scandinavia is Norway, Sweden, Denmark.
Yeah.
Nordics are then also Finland, Iceland, Faroe Islands.
Yeah, which is still Denmark.
Yeah, I think so.
They're part of the Kingdom of Denmark.
Kingdom, yeah. The kingdom. Have you heard a lot about the Kingdom of Denmark recently?
I've been to. Why? What's happened recently?
Well, it's just like
something to
because
do with
of
the Queen.
Greenland.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because Greenland is a part of the Kingdom of Denmark.
It sure is. It sure
Well,
is.
here's the thing though, and I bet Sophie didn't say anything about this. Greenland used to be a part of Norway, and then we were a part of Denmark, and then Denmark was like, okay, you guys can leave, and we were like, and we're taking Greenland with us, and they were like, no, you guys can leave, and they just kept Greenland. And I've always been a bit like, what? This is bullshit. And now Trump is like threatening to go to war with Denmark because of Greenland.
To try and take it back.
And I'm like, they can have Greenland.
And does he want Greenland because it's got lots of oil or natural resources?
Natural resources, yes.
Yeah.
He says that it's for like national
Security or
security,
something, blah, blah, blah.
But they have loads of resources that you can only find there, and I think China has some as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Donald. Donald used to be one of my favorite names. Donald Duck.
Sorry, we're going to have to edit that out. My God, that was a spicy take.
Keep the Ethiopia thing in, but get this out.
Yeah, but like, I mean, the thing with that and Greenland, the people in Greenland are probably like, this is unusual for us to be on such an international stage with everyone talking. We're not used to this. With Greenland, there's like someone on TikTok who I think their whole thing is like educating people about Greenland and showing them what the country is like. That's all I knew of Greenland before. And then Trumpy boy came along.
I'm not going to
and
lie.
then it all went.
I
this
never
stuff
used to
happened.
think about Greenland.
No,
Now I think
sure,
about
lots
it
of
maybe
people.
once a day. I think about Greenland.
Yeah, it's your new Roman Empire.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Shetland, that's pretty cool though. Have you ever been there?
Yeah. Well, no, I've not been, but I think I'll be going soon.
Really?
Well, I actually don't know the date yet.
Shetland wants to be a part of Norway again.
Do they?
Yeah, Murray Lane
Yeah.
keeps telling me that.
Yeah.
And the Shetland flag is basically the Norwegian flag just ripped up a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you say ripped up a little bit, it's not like square.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have my phone on me. Would you mind just Googling really quick
Could
the
we get
Shetland?
a picture of the Shetland flag?
Because I hope I'm right with this now.
Well, I used to be really into flags, and so I remember that Nepal. Shut up. Nepal is the only flag that is not whatever the word
sorry,
is.
it was that one, the yellow one.
That's Norway, no?
So that's Norway. Not
Yeah.
No, but that's
Oh.
Norway's not yellow. Norway is red, white, and blue. But Shetland has this flag which
Yeah.
is red, yellow, and blue.
Oh.
But does that just say Norway?
But the yellow and blue is
What does that say?
Buy Shetland flags online.
Oh.
Buy Shetland flags online.
We'll take two.
Yeah. But there is definitely something about that.
Yeah.
I could have looked into this more, but Shetland are more Norwegian than we are. Like Shetland has like a whole Viking. They burn like this Viking ship every summer, and like that's crazy.
Marilyn once told me about this day that they have where they have to board up all of the windows and like make sure that all of the doors are nailed shut because they play a game where like the one side of the island has to hide like a ball or something, and then the other half of the island has to go and find it, and they literally just ransack all of the buildings until they find it. And she goes like, yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, but this is such a classic Mary Lane story to tell, where she just tells this as if, oh yeah, we should do that as well.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Edinburgh do that? Or London, for that sake?
I think they do. It's just slightly less organized.
Yeah, it's definitely not. And not everyone is a part of the game.
Yeah.
You know, when someone breaks into your house, you're like, what are you doing? It was like, just looking for the ball.
Some people don't know they're in the game.
Yeah, they don't know they're in the game.
Do you miss living in Norway?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Yeah, no, go on.
Yeah.
Just as we're sort of getting to the end of the pod,
Yeah.
just have a real emotional moment. Go on.
I've realised that if you just lower your volume, sometimes it just sounds
Really?
like a lot more
Yeah.
sincere.
Yeah.
I do miss it. Yeah, I think what I miss is sometimes the culture and living amongst people who grew up with the same stuff as me.
Yeah.
You know that yeah, like in many ways, I've never felt more Norwegian than I do in the UK because I'm just reminded of it all the time.
Right.
Like if I get angry, it's like, oh, Norwegian people, they're really angry people. As people say. But if I'm a bit stupid, they'll be like, oh, Norwegian people, they're not that clever, And also just like people will like be like, I'll be like, I'm from Norway, and someone will be like, I just went to Iceland, and like I've never been. They just mean the supermarket. Which is crazy. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I do kind of miss it a little bit. But then also, it's it's kind of like a grass that's greener on the other side. The grass is always greener
On the other side.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Because when I go to Norway, then sometimes I'm like, it's a bit boring.
What does Norway have that... Sorry, what does Britain have that Norway doesn't?
Well, it's not much bigger, and I think for a stand-up comedian, like the fact that like you can just like gig in all of these clubs, and there's like the scene is just so big, and there's just so many people. Whereas like I think like in London on Saturday, I'm probably doing like 6 shows. Like in Norway, that's like maybe a month.
What, 6 a month?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
So like it's not the same,
Hey, do you ever think that when you're on stage, people might go, I guess all Norwegian people are really funny?
I hope so. That's so nice.
Isn't that a nice thing?
That was such a nice thing to say. Yeah. From such a good swimmer.
Thank you. Thank you. We got to wrap things up, unfortunately.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're not done, baby.
Oh.
We've got one last segment that we do with everyone. It's called Quick Fire Feelings.
Okay.
And I've got 5 random things, and I just want you to tell me how they make you feel.
Okay.
Say as much or as little as you like. It's completely up to you. How do you feel about dark chocolate?
Don't like it.
Fair.
Milk chocolate all the way.
Well,
Wait, milk.
We
What do
know
you think?
Norwegians, they love their dairy. How do you feel about a real big old 18-wheeler truck?
Yeah, good. Nostalgic.
Were you a former truck driver?
No, but I used to get like, because my mum and my dad, they lived like, for a while they lived like sort of 3 hours away from each other, and they didn't have like the money or time to drive between. But my mum used to work for DHL, the delivery company. So every other Friday I used to get a lift with a DHL driver who was just driving towards my dad.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh
His
my
name was
God.
Ola.
It's like your little parcel.
Yeah, I was. I got to sit on the front seat though. That was pretty
fun.
cool.
That's very fun. Well, you're a special package.
Thank you, mate.
How do you feel about... Are you going to cry? How do you feel about sending an email and then getting somebody's out-of-office reply?
Annoyed.
Yeah. How do you feel about barbecue sauce?
Really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tangy.
Huh?
Hello.
Hello. What did you say?
Tangy.
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 Is that like tasty?
No, it's a. I don't know how to get any more granular than tangy.
Well, this is not good for your
It's-
international audience.
It's it's sweet, but then at the end it's like kind of cunty.
Oh, bitter. Like not like bitter.
Not bitter.
Ooh.
No.
But yeah, probably.
All right.
I think that also makes me nostalgic. It reminds me growing up going to Burger King and having chicken nuggets.
I don't know if you know this, but they actually have chicken nuggets in a lot of other places.
Yeah, but yeah, really? Yeah. But for some reason it's Burger King in my head.
Yeah, fair. Everyone's like Burger King, McDonald's. You always think it tastes different where you had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally, how do you feel about Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2?
Oh, really good. Yeah. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I could be a skateboarder. Did you ever use a skateboard when you were a kid?
Guess.
No.
No. I tried rollerblading once. Wasn't for me. Kept falling over.
Yeah. Oh, it's the long limbs.
Until I was 18, I'm pretty sure I was about 4'11".
Really?
Yeah, I shut up very quickly.
You do seem like a grower. No.
Grower, not a shower.
Not a shower.
I'm not really
Does that
sure.
work in
terms
height?
of height, penis, absolutely. But height, I don't know.
But I think sometimes, because I was short for a long time as well, and I think when you can tell when people become taller later in life because they have a shorter man mentality.
Yeah.
People are always like, oh, I didn't realize you were this tall. Well, people don't always say that, but it has happened.
No, when I had my old day job and I did Zoom calls, I worked with people who lived in London, but I was living here. And when I met them for the first time, when I was leaving the company, they said, I genuinely thought from just looking at you on Zoom that you were like 5'7".
Exactly. And I think that's because it's the mentality of growing up like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I see shorter guys and I say to them, I'm like, I might be tall, but deep inside, I'm just like you, boy.
Yeah, I'm a carrier.
I'm a carrier, yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of the pod. Hey, have you had a nice time?
I've had a great time. Thanks so much for the milk.
Goodness. Oh, bloody more where that came from. You already said it at the start, but would you like to plug anything for the listeners and the viewers?
Yeah, so I'm on tour. You can find all the dates on my Instagram. It's probably the best, where I post stuff.
Thor tells jokes.
Thor tells jokes. That is my handle. It's my name, Thor. It's what I tell. I tell jokes. You can also follow Sam at Sam Swims. Good little joke.
I think Sam Swims may be a porn star.
Well, maybe you will have to find out. But yeah, Thor tells jokes. I'm on tour for still a little while. I'm going to Australia. Then I'm doing I got like 6 more shows in London, and yeah, and all of that.
All of that. Definitely go follow it. Go see the show. Thor is a very funny person.
Thank you.
Oh, when does this come out? I may or may not still be on tour.
Late tomorrow.
I thank you so much for coming to my tour. I had a lovely time. It's over now. Stop asking me about it. But you can follow me at Mr. Sam Lake. And you can follow the show at I've Had a Rosé. You can sign up to the Patreon. And we'll see you for another episode next week. Hey, take care of yourself.
Hello.